Oops. There we go. I think that's working now. Is that working? That's all on crooked. Look, there we go. It's better. Yes, it looks like it's working, isn't it? Evening all. Give us a thumbs up under the video. Over there somewhere, a little thumbs up thingy. Click on that. Shows me some reaction coming through then. That's good. And say hello in the chat as per usual. If you're new and you're wondering why you can't join in the live chat thing, which is below somewhere, you need to subscribe to the channel. We keep it to subscribers only. That keeps all the silly spam messages out about I've made £10 million with Mrs. Ching Chang Chong and all this nonsense and buy Viagra and all that sort of rubbish. So just subscribe to the channel and you can join in with the chitty chat. And at the top of the things, I think it either says top chat or live chat. The live chat should do all of them. Anyway, right, let's see who's there. Martin, evening from a flooded Somerset. Oh dear. Elaine, Roger, good evening. Peter N, hello. Gary, good evening. Peter C. Greg is in Southend's Holiday Inn. Oh, very flash. We won't ask what you're doing there. I'm sure you're getting up to no good. Evening, Kevin. Peter and Stella, good evening. Good evening. Ollie, hello. Kevin. Kevin D. We've got two Kevins on tonight. Kevin T and Kevin T. And Kevin D, rather. Good evening, good evening. Paul, hello. Greg says, connect the red wires to the green ones. That should work. Yeah. Andrew, good evening. Sorry you're late. Well, that's all right. We'll let you off. I was late as well tonight, so. The red to the yellow. Yeah, just twist them all together. It usually works. In Simon, it's wet in Hampshire too. Oh dear. It's been dribbling with rain today here in Cambridge as well. Not too bad, but yeah, not too wet. It's raining out for the weekend, hopefully. So hopefully we'll have a nice dry weekend in Norfolk. That's the plan. Just working, yeah, that's what they all say. Holiday in Southend on a Sunday night working. Yeah, no, we don't think so. We're not buying that one, Greg. I'm sorry. We won't tell anybody else, though. Your secret's safe. You're only broadcasting to the entire world, so we won't tell anyone. Anyway, Andrew May visiting the Pinball and Coin-Op Museum in Warsaw. Ooh, that sounds good. Now, have I seen a video of that on YouTube? I think I might have done. Warsaw one. Yes, I think I have seen a little video of that. Do take us lots of pictures and videos and stuff when you're there. It'd be great to see. If they've got anything, leaflets or anything like that about it as well, bring anything like that. Bring back, yeah. Take some pics, take some video. That'd be good fun. Peter C. Brown to blue and Standwell back. Yes. Bad flooding in Dorset. Oh dear, it's flooding everywhere. Heavy rain in Buckinghamshire. Nobody knows about Greg in Southend. That's all right then. Shh. No, nobody say anything. I'm just going to take some pics. Marvellous. Excellent. So good-o. Right, what have we been up to today? So we had the quick... where is it? Oh, I haven't got a link to it now, have I? This is the junkie sale. Let me just zoom in a bit. I don't think there's anything very exciting, was there? But we always have a quick look through the prices, don't we? So we better, or somebody will moan. He didn't show us. So just a quick little bits. Look, Sprats, £4.50. Some trays, £7. Things for 50p. There's a few things where it says closing bid. For some reason, so something sold at 50p and something didn't sell at all, even at 50p. But it still says closing bid 50p. I don't know why. I think it's a glitch on the Easy Live system. But anyway. You get the idea. Rugby shirt there at 25 quid. Police badges a tenner. £11, 11, whatever. What else did we sell? Some Shrek for 50p. Marvellous. Light case for 32. Got loads of light cases to sell in due course. Video camera 26. What else do we sell? A radio cassette 32, a little camcopter thing, £6. CDs, I think anybody bought them, even at 50p. DVD and books, I think any of those sold at 50p. They'll all be going down a tip. Binoculars, 25 quid. What else we sell? A clock for 12. DVDs for £1. Books, I don't think any of those sold at 50p. So yeah, tip. Take them to the tip. All going, everything's going. I'll round it all up tomorrow and out it will go. Some film posters, nobody bought those, I don't think. Some slot spares, a few of these odd bits of slot spares that were left over, I think did actually sell at 50p. Woo! The rest that didn't, they can go to the tip. Was there anything actually exciting that sold? I don't think there was really. More bits, some of them did sell at 50p, I think. Whatever. Last of the big spenders. Private Eyes, a few of them, a few lots of them sold, but not all of them. I thought they were quite interesting, really, but there you go. Nobody else did, so they can all go. And then some of the enemies sold. Where are they? They were obviously a bit more collectible. I think they were on the last page, weren't they? There were some bits and bobs here that sold. A crystallised bucket, a hip flask, and a pen, £13. Excellent. I think that was the top lot of the day. There was a lot of electronic games things. Sega Mega Drive and Nintendo something or other, and a load of games, £65 a lot. All that lot. But go for 50p. Leather jacket for 50p. There you go, bargain. Jukebox radio, 6 quid. This little vintage microphone, 16. Where were those? Some of these, I think some of these old comics, these 70s comics, I think these did actually go for 50p. I think they went to my prop hire people. I sell a lot of stuff too. Good for props. And yeah, some of these bundles of enemies, look, sort of 40 quid. The earlier ones, basically, I think, made more money, unsurprisingly. Which year were they? 81. 82, 40 quid. There was not nearly a year's run's worth. 83, 40 quid again. 27, about half a year of 84, 32 quid. 21 issues of 85, £21. 31 issues of 86, £40. 15 issues there, £18, 87. And nobody wanted 89, look, 50p. I don't actually get any bids at 50p. There you go. So the lesson there is early ones sell, later ones don't. And some of these comics, great artwork on some of these. Yeah, they're a bit ropey, but really fun covers, aren't they? They made a few odd pounds each, I think, apart from the last lot. I think so that must have been either a rare comic or a yeah, this one at Fantasy. 2 of those, £75. Fantasy thrilling science fiction. There you go. So if you've got any of those, they seem to be the one that makes the money. Super, so that was that. There you go. Job done. Invoices have gone out. If you bought anything. This coming week, so tomorrow morning, for a couple of hours, there's collection slots available, and Tuesday morning. But tomorrow afternoon and Tuesday afternoon, I'm out on my way doing other stuff, and then the rest of the week, I'm in and out each day. There will be slots available. Just book in from the link with your invoice email, and if you've got spares to collect as well. If you want me to take anything, if you're coming next weekend, get in touch and let me know. Remind me on Friday to load them in the car. As long as there's nothing too big, because I'm only in my little car. But then I can drop them up to you in Norfolk. Not a problem. So that's where we're at with today's auction and the spares auctions. I've got a few parcels to parcel up and send out, which I'll try and get onto tomorrow if I can. I've got other things to do in the morning as well. Tomorrow's a bit busy, and Tuesday really, but as soon as I can, I'll get onto that. Obviously, if you bought anything today, it'll all go in the same parcel. So that's that. Future auctions, I'll talk about in a minute. So talking of next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, if you haven't booked in yet, do. Links are on the front of the website. Just go to this page here, which is, gosh, it always makes me jump, that video. I keep meaning to do it so it doesn't automatically play. colcon.uk/events, colcon.uk//events. Go there, I'll just go to the Colcon website. Put the link in here as well for those of you who are tuned in. And booking, if you haven't, you do need to be booked in. Well, so for Saturday at Miniature World, so Miniature World is open to the public, but it will cost you £14 to get in, unless you book in with us, and then you'll get in for free because you'll be on the guest list. So it's up to you. If you want to pay £14, you're more than welcome. I'm sure they'll gladly take it off you. If you want to get in for free, so you can spend your money in the cafe instead, and just go to this page, click the green button. So if you're not signed into the Colcon website, it would say sign in. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need to pay membership for Colcon. You don't need to pay to go in the event either. But you do need to be just signed into the website. And it only needs your email address and a password, same as any other website. Sign in, and then the green button will be there for you to play. Goes to this little form, and just fill in which days you want to come. If you want to come on Saturday, if you're staying for an evening meal on Saturday with us in Wroxham, nice restaurant by the riverside. And then Sunday at Merivale. Sunday, so Merivale is not yet open to the public this year for the season, so it's closed. It's opening just for us, especially. So again, you need to be booked in, or you won't get in. Simple as that. So there we are. Also on the page there's links to the arcades, Peter's 2 Arcades, and to the model village itself, and to Wroxham as well itself, so you can see what else is there. There's quite a few other things at Wroxham other than the Penny Arcade. And then there's links here for hotels if you're staying for the weekend. Premier Inn on the Parade in Yarmouth. That's where I'm staying. I know 2 or 3 other people are booked in there as well. It's the Imperial in Yarmouth. B&Bs, etc. If you prefer a B&B or maybe want something a bit further out of town. And there's also Visit Norfolk as well. So again, if you fancy paying, maybe you want to stay in Wroxham or further out in the Broads and do something else, whatever. Links are all there, everything you need to know. So there we are. Roger will have his spares department at Wroxham on Saturday. So if you're looking for any bandit bits, it'd be useful if you let Roger know. If you haven't got his details, let me know and I'll put you in touch. And then you can have a rummage around and see what you can find you. Bits for all bandits pretty much. Then I think Sunday, I'm not sure about Saturday, Peter will perhaps tell us, but I think hopefully Jim will be around, Backflash Jim as we all call him. If you need any back flashes for all wins especially, and top flashes for machines, all that sort of thing, artwork for machines is brilliant. Most back flashes he's got in stock. If you want to see them, there's plenty in Peter's Arcades that he's done in the past. They're absolutely brilliant, these back flashes. So you can kind of get an idea of his work. So Jim will be around. And I think there'll be some very useful engineers around as well. Jim will be there Sunday, there you go. I think there's a little bunch of model engineer guys coming as well. All very, very useful men with sheds with things like lathes and milling machines in them. So they might be useful to have a chat to if you need a bit making for something. Proper old school engineers who can actually make things. Not boys with iPads these days who they can't program it on a CNC. They don't know what to do with it. I mean, actual proper engineers. So if you need a bit making, or if you've got a bit's worn out or something's broken, bring it with you and say, "Oh, can you make me one of them?" We can probably help you out. There you go. Yeah, so Jim should be there on Sunday, hopefully. Jim says he stayed in the Kensington in Yarmouth last time. Highly recommended. Ah, the Kensington. Don't know that one. There's another recommendation. I'm sure, I dare say if you go on to visit greatyarmouth.co.uk, you'll find the details, or Google Kensington Hotel. Proper manly men, says Greg. Yes, that's it. Manly men who know how to use tools and make things, fix things. Just the sort of useful people we like. So we should all have a jolly weekend, hopefully. We've got people coming from all over. I think Ollie's coming up from Dorset. I think he's the furthest southwest. Robert and Chris are coming down from Yorkshire, Leeds way from Woodbank Arcade. Who else is coming? Is Peter coming down from York as well? I think so, probably. So yeah, there's a few from quite a way. So you've got no excuse, those of you who are a bit nearer. Come on over and have a chat. Come and have a play on some machines. So there we are. Right, now auctions. If you got my email earlier, you'll see I'm having a bit of a juggle around with dates for the next 3 or 4 auctions that are coming up. So I've got several auctions in the pipeline. I can't remember what they all are myself now without looking at the email. It's all my sort of production gear stuff, lighting stuff and trussing and flight cases and all that sort of stuff. Another clearance will ask of house clearance and shed clearance and tools and all sorts of stuff. I've got to work out how to do that. And then I've got a collection coming in of, remember last with the Lost Arcade collection, we sold some cinema lobby cards, like the smaller original cinema posters, which are about yay big, aren't they? So there's some more of those from that collection to sell, which are all framed up. And then someone else has been in touch. They've got quite a collection of cards as well. I think they're probably unframed. And also a big collection of autographs. So all that lot, I'm going to probably put together, and I might do that on the March the 21st, the Saturday, with the slots on the Sunday. Because that stuff doesn't physically take up much space. Obviously, just a stack of posters and autographs. That's sort of like one box full. So I can kind of squeeze that auction in and make it a 2-day one. That's my current plan with that lot. And then with all these gentlemen's magazines, which I've started cataloguing. So once all that's catalogued, I can do that again. I can kind of basically, once it's all done, I'll just drop it in. I'm not sure the date of that one yet, but again, it doesn't physically take up too much space. It's just boxes of magazines basically, and a few other interesting bits and bobs as well. So that one's in the pipeline. So the dates are kind of a bit floaty around at the moment. With the bigger stuff like the production gear and the other clearancey stuff, it's just physical space really, trying to juggle things around. So I'm looking at doing those from some additional space rather than the warehouse. The reason for that is that means I can then bring in slot machines for the March slot machine sale sooner than I was originally anticipated. So just bear with me for a few days. I'm going to try and sort all that logistic out this coming week. So by the end of this week, I can perhaps firm 1 or 2 of those dates up and start bringing slot machines in. Because a couple of people have said to me, oh, I want to bring my machine, because I want to pick something else up or whatever. So I'm working on all of that. That's kind of this week's project. So stay tuned. Yes. So that's where we're at on the auction front. I don't need anything else to tell you on the auction front, is there? Or something else. Oh, still a few machines left from November that haven't been picked up. I need to see what's going on there. That may be if you're waiting until you could bring something in for March until you're picking your machine up to do a double trip, then get in touch, because we can probably make that happen now. I've kind of rearranged things a little bit. So again, this coming week, I'll try and chase up people, see, well, you haven't come to pick your machine up yet. And let's try and get it organised. Super, right. So Sinclair's looking forward to the weekend. Excellent. Peter C can't make it this time. All right, we'll let you off then. Just this once, mind. Can't be slacking too much. Greg said, very kind of Pete and Shirley to arrange a gathering. Absolutely, yes. I think Shirley's going to be on the tees on the Sunday as well. Saturday, you've got a cafe at Miniature World. So as per last year, please do patronise it. Spend some money there because they're letting you in for free. So they're already losing £14 a head. So, you know, you can spend that in the cafe instead. A few cups of tea, a few slices of cake, a few sausage rolls, whatever else they've got on the go. Spend a few quid, show them some support. All in game. I won 2 small items at your last auction. Emailed you to send an invoice with postage. I've not had anything yet, Jimmy. Oh, hello, Jimmy. Yes, yes, because I haven't packed them away them yet. It's on. I will do either tomorrow or Tuesday. Apologies, it's been a mad week. Because I had this other auction to organise and a few other things on the go as well. So, yeah, panic not, they're there, they haven't gone anywhere. I'll get them. I've got to go and buy some jiffy bags for little bits and bobs because I've run out. So, yes, I shall buy some jiffy bags, shove them in, get them weighed, and get them off to you in the next few days. Worry not. Hoping to get to Maryvale when we come down to Paul's in July. Yes, July will be probably the next meetup, unless we manage to slot another one in. Paul's. Hopefully Saturday night at the Chippy again. The Chippy with the bar in it. In Clacton. Excellent find. Definitely need to be going there again. Very nice sausage rolls, Kevin says in Wroxham. So there you go. There's a recommendation. An annual summer trip in July. Yeah, so it's all go, isn't it, really? Right, so that's all of that. Was there anything else I needed to tell you? I don't think so. One of these days I'll get round to actually writing a list. I'm usually so busy that I don't get around to writing a list. I'll try to remember it all and I'll forget something. But never mind. So, fire away with any questions by all means. Gary says, Chippy with a bar in Clacton. Oh, yes, a very good chip shop as well. With a bar. Sit in. Brilliant. Pete's got the cottage booked. Good stuff. Went there the other night. Fish, chips and a beer, Paul says. Yes, there we are. Any news on the Wookiee meetup? That's an Ollie job. So hassle Ollie for that one. Is anybody going to tell you where? Oh, what, the Chippy in Clacton? I'm not sure what it's called. Paul will let us know. I can't remember what it's called. It's very good though. It's a shame the Pleasure Beach won't be open. Yeah. But it will be in summer if you come to Paul's and make a weekend of it. Be nice to have a ride around underneath the scenic railway at Pleasure Beach. Be a bit too busy that time of year though, I think, to do any behind the scenes things, unfortunately. In July. Underneath the roller coaster is a big like workshops and things. Years ago, I cleared loads of stuff out of there. Bought a lorry full of stuff out of there many years ago. The roller coaster with a brakeman is a highlight. Yeah, it's the only one though, isn't it now that was it the only scenic railway left with a brakeman now that Dreamland is closed? Something like that. There's a claim to fame now. So yeah. Geo's Fish Bar, just around the corner from Magic City. Yes, highly recommended. Margate when I see. Yep, Margate's never going to open again, apparently, sadly. I don't quite know if that's working, because it's grade 2 listed building, technically speaking. Grade 2 star it is. Margate Scenic Railway. So legally it has to be preserved in good condition. But obviously just not good enough to operate. For some reason. So I don't know what the hell they're going to do with it. Because if you're spending money preserving it, well, you might as well try and address whatever issue it is why it can't reopen again. Keeping it as art. Yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it? There's protests going on about Margate closed down. Yeah, so there should be. The whole Dreamland thing has been all very strange things going on there over the years. It's all been a bit funny, isn't it? I don't know all the ins and outs. I hear various rumours from various people, some of which are probably true, some of which are probably not. But there always seem to have been a few strange things, should we say, surrounding it, one way and another. It's a shame, really. There we are. They reckon it will take 5 hours a day to inspect it. That's the official line. Well, if it does, doesn't it? Get 5 inspectors. That only takes an hour then. Wasn't there a fire? Yeah, there was a fire a few years ago, wasn't there? So most of it's rebuilt. So hardly, there's not much of that ride is original at all. But it's a bit like the Trigger's broom, isn't it? 5 new heads and 7 new handles or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. Don't know, maybe it should be taken down and moved to the Fairground Heritage Trust Museum. Put it back up there again. Blackpool, serious danger of losing the heritage trams. Yep, that's another thing that's sort of closed, isn't it, this week? And may or may not open again. There's another big hoo-ha going on over that, isn't there? Aren't they? They think the building, isn't it? I think they want to develop the building where the heritage trams live, basically. It's the gist of it. Same old thing, I guess. I suppose the building is probably worth a fortune. A mystery fire before Christmas. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. That seems to be the usual way, doesn't it? Probably the day after somebody accidentally forgot to pay the insurance premium. So, oh dear, sorry. Oh, the insurance has run out as well. What a nuisance. Although the thing is, with a Grade 2 star listed building as it is, you, by law, in theory, if you don't do it, I'm not sure who it is who actually appoints them. It'll be the DCMS, I suppose. I think. Anyway, the government essentially can appoint contractors to rebuild it, whether you like it or not, and then send you the invoice. And then if you don't pay the invoice, then they, take you to court and force you to pay it. And if you still don't pay it, they bankrupt you. That's the law exists to do that. Whether they do that or not, they probably wouldn't, but that is the law. With any listed building, if you don't look after it, it can be looked after for you and you sent the invoice. No money anywhere, let's put taxes up. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Yay, more tax. Woo! A little job for Rachel. They come up with a major electrical fault, so it closed. Another candidate for a mystery fire. Yes. That was always the thing that was likely to happen to Colwyn Bay Pier when I had that and all the trouble over that there'd be an accidental mystery fire. So I preempted it by sticking it on the website and making it known that there was likely to be a fire, and then then they couldn't burn it down. So then one stormy night, I think accidentally some very large bulldozers with some very large chains that happened to be happened to be on the beach one evening. Very large bulldozers, very large chains, and then mysteriously, who knows how it possibly happened, a bit at the end of the pier fell off. Then I thought, oh, it must be dangerous, we better pull it all down. Despite it being a listed building and it being illegal to do so. But there you go. Hey ho. Reeves by name, thieves by nature. Yes, well, let's not get on to... we were having a pleasant evening, so let's not discuss the dimwit Chancellor who can't count to 3. The Chancellor of the Exchequer. Yes. Anyway, right. Let's have a look. Let's put a dim picture up, shall we? Let's see what people are wanting for the next slot machine auction. Look. And then, as I say, hopefully in a week or so, we'll be able to physically take stuff in. So I've shuffled stuff around. So have you got any of this lot in the back of the shed that you're thinking of selling? Dig it out. Get it organised. Have a look-see. Or, of course, anything else. All those little winter projects you've been working on. Get them in, get them sold, then you can buy something else, can't you? So, yeah. What do we need? All this lot, look. Anybody got any of those you fancy selling? Then, yes. Dig them out. Marvellous. Should we leave that up there for a minute? That's a nice, pretty page, isn't it? We'll leave that there for a bit. Half of the empty hotels in Blackpool have been demolished after mystery fires. Yeah, and they have lots more car parks. Listed or not, I wouldn't trust the authorities to back up the words of protecting listed buildings. No, they tend not to. They can do, but they just tend not to for some reason. Usually because somebody knows somebody who knows somebody, and you know how it works. But remember years ago when Blackpool, there was going to be a super casino, wasn't there? When that went through, then it all got cancelled, didn't it, again? But gosh, 20-something years ago is that now? The super casino, Blackpool, and a lot of Blackpool arcades got bought up, and there was some mysterious fires. I think didn't somebody die? So I think an arcade got set fire to with a flat above with some people in it, if I remember rightly. There's been a big hoo-ha over that. I think there was 1 or 2 arcades that didn't want to sell, basically, and they mysteriously caught fire. To whoever the big developer was who was going to develop the super casino, and then it all got cancelled. Government cancelled the license thing, so it never happened. Yeah, it was a big scandal, wasn't it? A good few years ago, that now, isn't it? Yeah. Council on a clear and modernise won't be worth visiting. No. They don't seem to realise if they actually just restored some of those buildings. There's some nice buildings there, or was, to keep knocking them all down. Just rip all the modern crap off them and restore them back to the actual nice Victorian buildings, which a lot of them are, underneath all the rubbish and bits of tin and plastic and crap stuck all over them. Then it would look very nice. And if you go up some of the streets that run sort of perpendicular to the proms and look up above, you know, shopfront level, you'll see some very nice buildings. Just all been ruined as usual. The trouble is with most modern stuff they build, it's just shit, isn't it? It's horrible design, cheap as possibly can be built, and just, yeah, it's just dreadful. Ages very quickly because it's built with crap materials, which deteriorate very quickly, and crap design, which ages very quickly. And yeah, in sort of 10 years' time, it looks worse than it did to start with. Whereas if you restore a Victorian building, well, it's always going to be a restored Victorian building, isn't it? And it is always going to look nice. Simple as. Greg couldn't agree more. Jen just hearing about the meetups and wants to know why we've never gone. Well, that's a very good question. Why have you never gone? When's the next one after this one? So the next one is going to be, I think it will be Paul's next, which is 5th of July. Yeah, it's on the front of the Colcon website. 5th of July down near Clacton. There's a video, if you go to the front of the Colcon site, if you go here, there we are, put a link in there. If you go there, look, there's a little video here of Paul's collection, Collector's Day, there we are, Paul's collection. Amazing private arcade of mostly, what would you say, Paul, mostly 60s machines, pretty much. A few a little bit earlier, a few a little bit later, but bulk of it kind of 60s. Biggest collection of its kind in the UK. It's great machines. Yeah, huge. Have a fab day down there. Barbecue, drinkies, play in the arcade all day long. And then, yeah, if you're there for the weekend, night before, we've been down to the Chippy in Clacton, have a look at the arcade, go on the pier. We went bowling last year on the pier on Saturday night. All good fun. So that'll be the next one, yeah. And then hopefully later in the year, probably usually end of the school holidays, summer school holidays, once the kids are back to school, we do one up north. We'll be doing it again. I'm going to try and sort the dates out this weekend when I see Robert and Chris at Woodbank Arcade. Big penny arcade that's been extended again at the moment as we speak. Hundreds of machines there, and also I think we're going to try and do a 2-day and go do Woodbank one day and do York Museum another day. There's a big display on there now of working models, automata, coin-op stuff, which is, I think it's almost finished. Robert's been putting stuff in for the past few months. It's open, but I think there still might be 1 or 2 more machines to go in, but that would be finished by summer. So that'll make a good weekend. And then hopefully maybe a Wookie Hole trip and maybe a trip to the Fairground Museum as well. So yeah, should be several more meetups in the year. Peter C says that they were going to keep the Art Deco front on Yates's, but accidentally knocked it down. Oh, they haven't, have they? Well, they were knocking down the back when we were up there, weren't they? All starting to. Accidentally knocked it down. What a surprise. I like that building. I had a terrible meal in there years ago when it was a Yates's. I was up with my mum actually for something. Why did we go there? I think it was way back when I used to have the magazine printed. When I did the magazine, all the colour print was done in Blackpool. Then I brought it back, and then the last minute, if you remember the gold pages that had the adverts in, they were printed right at the last minute down in Harlow. So I used to go up to Blackpool, get the print, drive it back down to Harlow, and at the last minute do the advert so they're as up to date as it possibly could be. And then the printers in Harlow would print the gold pages and then make the magazine, run it through their machine to collate it all and staple it and trim it and everything. But yeah, I think we were up there collecting the magazine pages, and we had lunch in Yates's, and it was bloody awful. I'm not surprised it closed. Yeah, I think I demanded my money back. It was so bad. Hey ho. Kersal in Southend, another beautiful building, been empty for years. Yeah, Southend. Well, there's not much of the Kersal left now, really, is there? You've got the building on the corner of the dome one. Well, all the fairground bit has all been developed, hasn't it? That was at the back. See if I can take some snaps of the Kersal while I'm there. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Have a look, see. I haven't been in. I don't know how much of it you can get into anymore. For years. Yes, right. We've got Greg on the job there. We'll take some snaps. See what we can see. Yeah, it says, Paul would make a great video. Wait a minute. Ah, yes, that's, yes, project. Don't mention the DVD. No. I did mention it, but I think the way with it. Yes, nobody noticed. That's fine then, yes. Just think of it as a long-term project. If you get the chance, check out the Pier Museum in South End. Yeah, it's a dinky little museum, isn't it? It's kind of under the pier, isn't it? Yep, have a look there. I sold them. Where did I sell them? A few auctions back at the Pier Museum. Can't remember what they bought. You might see a machine that you recognise from the auction last early last year, I think it was. An all-win, I think it was. Big birthday day out. Yeah, I should. I really should. I keep meaning to put a page up on the website of all the penny arcades, but so many things. When I retire for doing all these auctions, I'll be able to do so much more kind of socially stuff and make more films and finish DVDs and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, but then you moan at me for retiring. Can't have it always, you see. So I've got to try and find a happy balance. Less auctions, more other stuff. That's what I'm working on. Once I've cleared all this stuff out. My tea's gone cold. That must mean we're coming to the end of the video. That's what it usually means when my tea goes cold. What I need to do is get a kettle on my desk here, isn't it? Or a tea warmer. Somebody says you can get a little gadget you plug into your USB thing, which keeps your tea warm, like a little hot plate to put a cup on. That's what I could do one of those. My desk, keep my tea warm. That'd be a handy resource. Yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Paul's retiring at Easter for the second time. That's good. I wanted to retire at 30, and that didn't work. Then I wanted to retire at 40. Then that didn't work. And then I said I was going to retire at 50, and that didn't work. And then the other day I had the sudden revelation that at the end of this year I'm going to be nearer to 60 than 50, and that hit me like a ton of bricks. That was scary. You're trundling along the road as you do, thinking about this, that, and the other, and then, yeah, I thought, oh, yes, that's not good, is it? I've got to get on with things. Believe it when I see it, says Peter. Yeah, we're too busy to retire, aren't you? That's the trouble. You see, we can all retire and leave it to the youngsters like Ollie to take over everything. See, that's what we need. More youngsters. We need some more youngsters. Just ram some up. G them up. Because we're all getting old and knackered. I used to be the youngest in the game back in the day, believe it or not. For many a year, I was the youngster. Not anymore, sadly. Hey ho. You can't keep working on cars, too much of your own stuff to do. Exactly, yes. I was thinking, I've got all these machines to restore of my own collection. And I'm going to be running out of time to do it. I don't soon retire and make a start. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a plan, won't we? Right, let's put this page back up again, just so oh, goodness me. Shush. That's a video of. Oh, I put the wrong date. That was 25, wasn't it? Anyway, whatever. 24, 25. Right. That's what I want to put up, that one. Just to remind you all to book in if you haven't done already. Need to keep access to the spray booth. Kevin's training Lucas up. That's good. Yep. Get him into the swing of it. Screwdriver and a pair of pliers. A good inquisitive mind. That's all you need in life, really, isn't it? Maybe an adjustable spanner. Don't need much more than that, really. Done a deal so we can still use a spray wheel. That's handy then. We can still get things sprayed. Excellent. Right, so I don't think I've got anything else to tell you, so we should round things up, shouldn't we? So next video, I'm not sure there'll be one Tuesday because I'm out Tuesday and I don't know if we'll be back in time. You just have to keep an eye on the website, or if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not, down that corner, look, there's a little red thing where it says subscribe now. Click on that and it will subscribe you to the channel, or should do. And then you'll get a little message ping up on your YouTube thing when there's going to be another live stream. So if there's not one Tuesday, then I'll do Wednesday instead. Yeah. I don't know what time we'll be back Tuesday. I've got a feeling I won't be back in time. So there we are. But as I say, so tomorrow morning and Tuesday morning, I think I'll put collection slots sort of 10 till 12 or something like that. You'll see from the link in your email with your invoices if you bought anything. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm sort of in and out each day. And if you want stuff dropping off Saturday or Sunday in Norfolk, let me know so I can put it on the car on Friday. Ollie says, remind you on Friday. Yes, do definitely remind me on Friday or I'll forget, because I'm getting old and I forget things. Garrett, did I see your email? I've got a load of email to go through. Yes, I think an email has come through and I've not read it yet. I've got hundreds of emails to go through, but I will get to it. Panic not. So, yep, I will get to your email in due course. Paul says I'll be 60-10 this year. It's time to give up. Yes. Mr. Treefrog, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, yes, to for bits. Again, remind me Friday morning. Remind yourself to remind me. Ping me a message on Friday to load up your bits and bobs. It's the same age as my dad. Oh, dear. I've just made a happy man feel very old. Yes. PTW Tree Frog, are you coming at the weekend? Yes. Don't know if it's booked in or not. But yes, because I'm bringing his bits. PTC is only a couple of years behind. All old gits, you see. But never mind. Right, so there we are then. Sunday, Mr. Tree Frog's coming. There we are. So we'll see you at Yarmouth. And yes, and Peter's organised lovely weather all weekend, he's assured me. It's going to be sunny and warm in Wroxham and Great Yarmouth. We've got Roger fully organised with his bits. He's going to spend the whole week sorting them all out, polishing everything, labelling it all up. Be all fully organised, all in order. So you'll be able to say, oh, have you got a such and such a thingamajiggle for a what's-a-jiggle? And they'll, yes, I've got one of those. There you go. You have to go to his shelf and get it off. Honest, he's told me it's going to be organised. So yeah, don't forget, if you need spares, bandit spares, get hold of Roger, let him know what you need. If you haven't got his contact details, get hold of me and I'll furnish you with them. And then hopefully that'll be a few more bits and bobs you can find to sort your project out. Super. Right, well I think that's it, isn't it? Because it's 9 o'clock and I need another cup of tea. So I'll catch you all, say, more likely Wednesday night, I think, the next live stream. I don't think I'll be back Tuesday night. So we'll see you then. And in the meantime, have a jolly couple of days. And let's hope there's not too much more flooding. So no more rain, please. We've had enough rain. We'd like some sunshine, I think, wouldn't we? Super. That's it. Nighty night.